Welcome back. It's another Fate episode part here, and we're going to make our way through all of these that we've got unlocked now, get them out the way. And I think we'll start with these three here, because these three only have one episode, and these two have quite a few. So, let's start down here with Yodaha, and his episode 5, Clash of the Titans. The Fisher God. Look at his face. He's awesome.
We fish, therefore they are. It was a profound statement. Hang your line thinking you won't catch anything, and you won't notice even the heftiest bite. Determination was the most essential tool in the old tackle box. But then again, we were sat up next to a lava lake, and I would need more than simple chutzpah to pull a fish out of there. Luckily, I had me secret weapons.
Oh?
Someone came prepared.
Beautiful, ain't they?
That's how you say that? The hyuk?
I strung a special hook, carved from a flame worm's tooth, to a special line, spun from its mane. Been looking forward to the day I could bust out these bad boys.
Okay, so this explains how you're able to fish in lava, because again, I was pointing out, like, wouldn't stuff melt in his previous episode? So in this one, it's like, there you go. Special stuff that would survive in lava, I assume, anyway.
Whoa! You're really going to do this?
The captain, Vern, and Lyria were stunned as I cast my rod into the lava.
Just what the heck are you old-timers expecting to catch?
Vern's voice was filled with confusion, but wasn't a moment longer when we made a believer out of him.
What did you get?
Oh, a bite!
Me too!
The Fisher God and I started pulling up catch after catch. It seemed like we both brought determination to spare. But the fish living inside the lava weren't no slouches neither. They were covered in armor-like scales, and when we pulled them ashore, their flopping sent liquid death flying in every direction. Was kind of funny.
Kind of funny. Liquid death everywhere.
So there we were, equally matched, neither side willing to back down. As our piles of molten fish gradually turned to hills, the captain, Lyria, and Vern were dumbstruck. Soon enough, our swordbacks told us it was time for a gentleman's break, and we decided to tally our scores.
It's gonna be a draw.
We counted each fish as we threw them back into the lava. Their physiology meant they couldn't be cooked. Don't want no sulfur in my sushi anyway. But they sprang back alive as soon as they were returned to their familiar warmth.
Should've known you'd be a shark on the rod.
Just trying to keep up. It was a rare thing to meet your match. The smiles on our faces were proof of that. Vern flew up to us.
Do all old dudes fish like that? If you went for broke, I wonder who would come out on top.
The Fisher God and I locked eyes. We could feel the sparks flying.
Uh-oh, you've set them up for a competition.
Sounds like the gauntlet's been thrown.
Yeah, there you go.
Agreed. We've had enough of a warm-up.
Then you won't mind if we up the ante, huh?
He told us about a few local legendary fish that had eluded capture for years. Reminded me of the noble bonito from good old Fanta Grande.
It's reminding me of trails. Just trying to capture all those fish. My head is so itchy when it comes to fishing.
We agreed the winner would be the first to trap one of them fabled guppies. The prospect sent lightning through me body. The old spark was coming back.
Lovely. Some more stats. Right, so that's his only episode that we could do at the moment sorted. So on to Ferry now. And protection from the gold.
We made another pit stop in Seed Hollow, which gave me the chance to check up on Malfira and her progress with the blanket. Lyria and Vern came with me, and their eyes lit up when they saw her intricate embroidery, just like mine did that first sunny day. Though I hadn't known Malfira for very long, I felt a kinship with her, and I liked to watch her determination evolve with each new stitch. But most of all, I liked that her kind smile, maternal and comforting, was always able to put me at ease. I'd never met anyone so genuine. In fact, nor had my pets.
Who's a spooky boy? Yes, you are.
He's a good spooky boy.
Malfira playfully scratched behind Beppo's ears. The mood was light, so I decided to learn a little more about my friend. I noticed you're in the Central Plaza quite often.
More or less. I don't have much else to occupy my time. Not with that silly boy still playing in the sand.
The sand?
Malfira's partner was a geologist on dispatch in Dolly, an extended dispatch, it seemed.
Ah, I see. That makes more sense of it. I was expecting like a sand pit. I was like, I'm confused now.
Dolly was an island of deserts, with bitterly cold nights. To Malfira, a cozy blanket seemed the perfect way to combat the harsh environment.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
Maybe it won't be necessary. He's coming back for a visit on the Airbus next month, and I'm about to burst with excitement.
Her joy should have been infectious. Try as I might to put on a brave face, my heart sank at her words. The Airbus from Dolly? Of course.
Wait, what? That feels like it's leading somewhere. Oh no, I want the next one now. Oh, Rosetta anyway. The Phantom Girl. Why does this one have to wait so long to get so many episodes? Anyway, The Phantom Girl.
During our stay in Seed Hollow, a certain request made its way into our hands. We were to inspect sightings of a mysterious young girl near the Seed Hollow castle.
You don't think she's a ghost, do you?
What are the chances of a ghost being around?
I put a hand on Lyria's shoulder to comfort her and asked the client for more details. According to reports, the young girl appeared to be looking for something. Workers helping with the castle's restoration effort would attempt to approach her, but she would vanish before they could get close.
Ooh.
Each sighting would spook another handful of builders, until there weren't enough hands to complete repairs. By all accounts, it seemed to be a ghost. Of course, I couldn't admit that to Lyria.
But we have a ghost on the team.
It was not uncommon for spirits to take refuge in ancient ruins or castles and play tricks on any unfortunate souls passing by. They were almost never malicious, even friendly sometimes. However, we couldn't take our chances. I just wished we had more information to work with. There was something familiar about this story. I just couldn't quite put my finger on it.
That was that? Some of these I question why they've unlocked. It's like, why not just save it for like whatever this one is? Just save it for that rather than start it now. Which seems very strange. Let's go with Catalina's first, because Io is the one who has all the way down to episode 8 here. So we got, what, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go through for her. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. We got 3 here with Catalina. So let's get Catalina's done first. We're rebuilding for the future.
Sometime after the commotion at Tempeal, life in Folca began to struggle towards normalcy. The breeze was soft and welcoming. I'd been blind to the city's charms before, focused as I was on rescuing Lyria from the Church of Avia. The sun watched over the victims of Furikin's rage as they raised new homes for themselves from the rubble. But once scars have set in, they are slow to fade. Here and there, the children of Tempeal labored with tools too large for their hands. I offered my aid, but the children said their work was their responsibility.
As long as you're sure you'll be okay.
Some distance away, a small boy burst into a red-faced fit. Lyria and I rushed over, hoping to be of help.
That's genuinely it? Okay. Some of these episodes go on for quite a while, and then some just like, nah, it's like 2 sentences and we're done. Very strange. Like the pacing on them is very odd. But family is everything. And this is a boss fight. Okay. Must play as Catalina. Very well.
Don't try and stop me! I have to do this!
He hurled his words like stones as he whipped into a run. Concerned, I asked a nearby man about the boy. He explained that the boy's sister was ill, and the lad was after the remedy, an herb called windcrest. The sickness was assumed to have died out hundreds of years ago, but had now returned to torment the child.
Maybe you should search for the herb instead.
And if that's not enough, I heard the woods where windcrest grows have turned into a monster den.
Well, there's our boss fight.
The boy had struck out alone. Folka had no soldiers to spare, for they were all dispatched to Tempeal for the reconstruction effort. No one was left to answer his pleas, but I would. In my heart, I vowed to bring back the child, and if possible, the herb too. I prayed only that I wasn't too late.
We must find the herb as well. You know, with a H.
Leave the front line to me.
Now, controlling Catalina. Have I really not played as her? Alright. A former knight of the Este Empire, Catalina fights to protect Lyria. Wielding a magic sword, she's an adept warrior who adapts to any situation. Catalina curates various combos by using square and triangle, repeatedly pressing triangle to unleash a sweeping slash attack. Pulling off combos fills the Ares gauge. Once the gauge is full, Catalina can summon Primal Beast Ares to bolster her combos, skills, and skybound art.
Well, according to that old villager, this is the place we want to be.
Perfect. Keep your eyes peeled for Windcrest.
I'm guessing that's it.
Hey! I think I spy some windcrest!
Earth spirits. Strange. We didn't see any the last time we were here.
Seems like they're attracted to the windcrest. Maybe they can feel its power.
Just go gather it quickly. There's loads up there. How do I get up there, though? Aha!
You are a blessing.
Yeah, that should be more than enough.
But we still haven't located the boy. What? Where is that coming from?
I don't know, but it can't be a good sign. We better hurry.
Loud noises! Oh, hello.
A golem! So that's what was behind the tremors.
Crap, it spotted us! Get ready for a fight!
Oh, you're going down, mate. Oh, maybe I'm going down. I see how you want to play this.
Miserable
Whoop.
I've got them. You're mine. This is our fight. Light
looking good.
I was trying to get invincibility.
It was pain, but I heard Hurricane's voice just now. I think that when Hurricane covered this archipelago in storms,
fantastic.
some of its power fused with the land and the monster.
Man, can I get some of that hurricane juice too? This golem is tough!
We can't afford to let it run free. Not while that boy remains missing.
This should be fun.
Just checking out this, like, keep pressing triangle.
I'll finish this. Follow me. On it.
Ow. Got to the Ares pack strike, but then it died, so... Ah, well. Boom.
Is it safe now?
I recognize that voice.
Where? Where? I don't see him anywhere. Where is he? Is he okay?
With a final death knell, the golem stilled. The boy crawled out from the tall grass, and I pressed the windcrest into his trembling hand.
Wow! Now I can save my sister! You're the best, lady!
He smiled at me, and with a great burden lifted from his shoulders, skipped the whole way back to Folka. As I watched his happy shuffle, I wished more joy and color into his life of toil. which had been covered by the dust of destruction.
Well done, everyone. Right, so let's have a look at the next episode for her. So, a young boy's letter, and then it's off to Yo.
We made medicine from the windcrest you picked. The doctor said Hazel looks better every day.
Oh, I like this here, the medicine and the doctor.
This morning, she was able to get out of bed and do some drawing. She loves drawing pictures.
I like this.
Thanks again, Catalina. From Al.
And Hazel.
P.S. Please visit Folka when you have a chance.
Oh, was that it? Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, again, the pacing feels very odd, but I like the fact it's literally just the letter. I mean, it says a young boy's letter. It's like, yeah, that's correct. It's still nice, though. Anyway, I hate you. That's the name of the episode, by the way.
While out running errands in Folka one day, I came across a crowd of people in the town square. But from the sounds of things, it wasn't a friendly get-together.
I hate you all! Mom, Dad, everybody in this stupid town!
Oh, no, you don't.
The boy shouted angrily at the adults and took off running, right into me. We both landed on our backsides.
Ouch.
Jeez, watch where you're going, kid. And that's when I noticed the tears streaming down his face. He was clearly upset about something.
He would be if he's saying something like that. Something must have happened.
Hey, you okay? The boy hopped to his feet without a word, shooting me a glare before sprinting away. One of the adults started to follow after him, but...
Please, Doctor, there's not much time.
The crowd stopped him in his tracks.
But I can't just... No, you're right. My patients need me. Forgive me, Lev.
What's going on?
The man closed his eyes, muttered something to the townspeople, and ran off in the opposite direction. Wait, that kid was crying! You're not gonna go after him? I shouted after the man's back, but he either didn't hear me, or pretended not to. Then I felt a gentle hand on my shoulder.
Yeah, some explaining is needed here.
I'm sure he wants to, sweetheart. You see, that boy is his son.
The boy's name was Lev. His father was a doctor, with many patients needing urgent care, so he had no choice but to ask the townspeople to find his son for him. I knew I should mind my own business, but I couldn't get the poor kid's face out of my head. He was probably hiding somewhere all by himself, crying his eyes out. I understood all too well how painful it felt to be alone.
Aww.
When Master Sokka reached out to me, it changed my life forever. Maybe it was my turn to do the same for someone else. I turned to ask the crew if we could join the search, but they were already gearing up to head after him. It seemed we'd all had the same idea. Just you wait, Lev, I thought to myself. I was gonna find him and put a smile back on his face, even if it meant sticking my nose where it didn't belong.
Well, at least you recognize that. Right, so... It's just a phase. It's the name of the episode again. You must play as Io. Very well.
The villagers didn't seem too worried about Lev. According to them, he'd have to venture much deeper into the forest before encountering any monsters. But that wasn't the issue. It seemed like nobody wanted to talk about why he'd run off in the first place. It was an obvious cry for help, and nobody was helping. I went through the same thing back in the day. Even after I met my master, there were times when the loss of my parents was just too much to bear. I didn't go so far as to run from home, but I'd sit alone in the corner of my room, hugging my knees to my chest and crying. Whenever Master Sokka found me like that, he'd always perform a silly magic trick to cheer me up. Just like me, all Lev wanted was for someone to find him, to take his hand, so he went off on his own in the hopes that someone would come for him. I'm sure he knew it was selfish, but it was the only card he felt he had left.
Do you think this means Lev doesn't want to live at home anymore?
No.
I had a feeling that wasn't the case.
Yeah. You just get that sense from the situation as it is. Something's upsetting him and he just needs a moment, really. And I do feel like trying to find him is probably the best idea. Just to be there to just give him some support, you know.
He's probably just going through a rebellious phase.
Oh, that's when kids start arguing and acting out, right? Catalina told me it's pretty common. Did you have a face like that?
Lyria's question was innocent enough, but I was too embarrassed to admit that I'd ever gone off alone because I wanted someone to pay attention to me. Heck no! That's not something befitting of a grown lady like myself. So what if I told a little lie? Our biggest concern right now was Lev, who was out there, probably crying with his back up against some rough, silent tree. He needed a friend, and I was more than determined to be one for him.
Yeah, that's pretty much the approach. Like, he needs a friend. Not someone necessarily to tell him what to do and where to go and all that type of stuff. Just someone to listen to him. Alright, controlling Io. Io is a young mage who aspires to be an elegant lady. She's able to cast long-range spells and heal the party with recovery magic. Square casts a ball of magic while triangle hits foes in a wide area. Her square is chargeable and grants her a mystic vortex orb. The number of orbs she has determines how high she can charge her triangle attack to. Charging it up to a max level is when the real magic happens.
This forest is as huge as ever. I sure hope Lev's okay.
Come on! We gotta find him! And fast!
Indeed.
Wait, we're still on the edge of the forest, right? What are goblins doing here?
How's that feel?
Watch out for the fire! You're gonna need that magic of yours, Io!
Feel the flame!
We can just ignore them. No, you don't, mate. I saw you coming.
Stand strong!
Butterflies.
That's a lot of monsters. Guess we'll just have to take them all out. I'm on it. Huh? Where are you going? There's still goons to bash. Incoming!
Oh, come on! Just leave us alone already!
Take this! It's over!
Bam.
Just like that!
The last of them!
Lev's all alone out there! Come on!
Violent shadows!
Alright, calm down, mate. Calm down.
Look! There he is! Over there!
Hey, Uggos! I'm the one you want!
Uggos.
Infinite wonder! I'll burn you with the meat!
Try
It
and
tingles!
stop me!
Time to fry!
Now or never!
Show no mercy.
Who else wants to die?
Amusing.
There's no chance to really get her proper attacks going.
Don't worry, they're gone now. You okay?
Yeah, thanks.
We found him and he's okay.
We were lucky we found Lev when we did, or he would have been Monster Chow. But before we could talk to him, the town watch came hurrying over.
Lev, your parents are worried sick about you. Come on, let's go home.
Lev looked away, ignoring the old man's outstretched hand. I could imagine how he was feeling, being treated like he was selfish and immature, when all he wanted was someone to sit down and talk to.
Yeah.
The man sighed and scratched his head in frustration.
Your mom and dad are fine people. Try being a little more considerate, okay?
Lev immediately bristled at those words, breaking his silence.
Yeah, that's only gonna anger him.
What do you know? This is all your fault!
Knocking the man's hand out of the way, he turned and ran deeper into the forest. It was like watching a scene from my own past, but I wished he'd get a grip already. The deeper he went into the forest, the more likely he was to get attacked. We had to hurry.
Is this leading to another battle? I didn't think
have
the
to?
next episode was a battle. Like, it's not until then. Like, we do get another one, but it's a while off. Trick and treat. Not or, and.
We all split up to search for Lev so we could cover more ground. I didn't see any trace of him at first, so I thought I must have gone the wrong way. But then I noticed footprints that looked like someone had slipped over a nearby ledge. And sure enough, when I peeked down, I saw a familiar figure sitting hunched over, knees to his chest. He looked a little scraped up, but didn't seem to be hurt badly. I was just glad I'd managed to find him still in one piece.
Indeed. Aw, poor guy.
When I told him I was a Skyfarer, he immediately burst into tears of relief. I could tell he was upset with the villagers about something, and that's why he couldn't be honest with them. But as an outsider, I thought I might have a chance. Watch closely. I'm gonna cast some special magic just for you. It was time for one of my master's patented magic tricks. I showed Lev my empty palm before covering it with a handkerchief. I flung the cloth away, and voila! There was a piece of candy in my hand.
I was expecting cake. Close enough, though.
Wow, candy! Here, you can have it. After devouring the candy, he finally calmed down.
Thanks.
Normally, that would have been enough to lift any kid's spirits. But his face fell again as quickly as it had lit up. I guess he really doesn't want to go home. I decided I wouldn't leave him until there was a smile back on his face.
I think we need to understand what's going on with him to bring a smile to his face, really. That's the issue here. Right, on the run.
While we were still deep in the woods, I decided to ask Lev up front. Why did you run away?
Yeah, straight to the point.
He hesitated at first, but after seeing that I was serious, he started to open up.
My mom and dad used to work as doctors in Tempeal.
Back then, all had been well with their family. But when Furikin went berserk, they lost their home and ended up moving to Folka. That was when things started to fall apart. His parents began to spend all of their time tending to patients who were affected by the disaster, with hardly a moment's rest. Lev watched as his mom got paler and the black circles under her eyes grew darker and darker. He begged her to take a break, but it was no use.
And you can see why he doesn't really want to speak to the villagers as well then, because they're essentially the cause of this issue from his point of view.
Eventually, she collapsed from overwork.
Yeah.
I told her she wouldn't be able to help people anymore if she got sick. She just wouldn't listen to me.
And here I thought he was just a kid going through a rebellious phase. But that wasn't the case at all. That's really grown up of you, Lev. You're just worried about your mom and dad, huh?
Yeah.
After hearing Lev's explanation, I finally understood how he felt. I knew how hard it was watching people you cared about pushing themselves too hard. I couldn't stand to see my master doing it either. And that's exactly what was going through Lev's mind. He wasn't being selfish. Everything he did, it was because he loved his parents.
He's a good kid. He's a good kid. Alright, so, episode 7, Finding Common Ground.
If it were me in his shoes, I'm sure I'd be worried sick about my parents too. There's nothing wrong with worrying about your parents. I'm sure they're proud to have a son who cares so much.
Yeah, if someone was to explain this to them, I'm sure they'd take those thoughts on board and probably change how they were doing things so they could get the rest they need. If only he spoke to the villagers, they would probably understand.
But
what? Something was still on his mind.
I always wanted to be a great doctor, just like my mom and dad. But after my mom collapsed, I started thinking maybe everybody else was just using them.
Along the way, he'd stopped being able to trust the people of Folka, and he thought feeling that way meant he could never follow in his parents' footsteps.
Aww.
Lev stared at the ground as he spoke, finally confiding his troubles to me. After hearing his story, I began to open up about my own parents. He listened to my words in silence. My parents had also strained themselves too hard after getting sick, and eventually passed away. So Lev's circumstances were all too familiar. Just like him, I felt nothing but bitterness and despair. But there was one difference. I've got to admit, I envy you a little. After all, your mom and dad are still alive and well.
And you can do something to help.
While we were standing there talking, Lev's parents and the villagers were probably beside themselves with worry, braving the dangers of the forest to search for him. When I told him that, Lev finally seemed to grasp the situation.
I really messed up, didn't I? I'm sorry.
Nah, I wouldn't say you messed up. Like, your approach was wrong, but you're trying to help. You're trying to solve the issue. In your own way.
Are you sure I'm the person you should be saying that to? I stood up and smiled at Lev. He and his family all seemed like really good people. The only thing they needed to patch their home back together was a long heart-to-heart.
Yeah. I feel a conversation would fix this. They just need to listen to his point of view, and then everyone would understand and be like, oh, we've been pushing you too hard. Well, we need to fix that. Can't have you getting ill, that sort of thing. So, change of heart, it is a boss fight. Must play as EO again, yeah, okay.
As we made our way back to town, Lev still seemed anxious. Don't start freaking out yet. First you need to apologize to your parents. Then you can tell them everything you told me.
Well, how am I supposed to say it, though?
Just speak from the heart.
Talk about helpless. Lucky for him, he had a grown-up lady around to nudge him in the right direction. How about I teach you that special magic I showed you earlier?
But that wasn't real magic, right? It was just some cheap trick.
How dare you?
Rude. It was good enough to make you stop blubbering, wasn't it? Come on, let me see your hand. The trick I showed him could be used without any special training. It was the magic designed to bring smiles that my master had taught me. Lev watched me closely, then tried his best to copy what I did. He practiced over and over and over.
And over.
After walking through the forest for a while, we heard the voices of Lev's parents and the other villagers.
Even his parents came out? Oh.
Lev? Answer if you can hear me!
Where are you, Lev?
Mom! Dad!
As soon as Lev heard his parents' voices, he broke into a run.
Yay.
At that moment, the villagers' shouts echoed through the nearby woods.
And alerted a local boss.
Look out!
An enormous figure was approaching, knocking down trees as it lumbered toward us. It couldn't be. A goblin?
Dun dun dun.
Intruders, die!
It all happened so quickly. The goblin lunged to attack Lev's parents.
You're gonna have to go through us first.
Huh? Lev was speechless. It seemed as if the entire town of Folka had stepped up to protect his parents from the monster.
Puny weaklings.
What I did next was purely out of instinct. Freeze! A block of ice appeared out of thin air, slamming into the goblin's head.
Ouch.
Tasty meat. You first.
The spell had done its job. I'd gotten the goblin's attention.
That's why you did it?
I finally made a breakthrough with Lev. I wasn't gonna let monster breath over here ruin their happy reunion.
Let's put them in their place.
Bring it on! I've got a spell with your name on it.
I wish there was something we could do to help her.
I'll try mixing up a potion. That should do the trick.
Too hot to handle! Huh? Got it!
Keep it building, keep it building, keep it building, keep it building.
What do we do now?
Stand back, everyone! I can handle this by myself. He's putting up one heck of a fight.
No. She needs medicine, quick!
Check this out.
These little guys gone.
Too hot to handle.
Let's get the healing going.
Here goes.
Build it up, build it up, build it up.
Take my specialty.
You would move, wouldn't you?
Look out. It's over.
Oh.
Fire.
Here, you. I whipped up a potion for you.
Thanks! You're a lifesaver.
Just realized this guy's level 50. I need to get behind him though. Because that's the issue, it's like, I need him to do that and then attack. Oh, I can dodge and do that at the same time. And carry on the cast, okay.
Here's another potion with your name on it.
Thanks, love. Just what I needed.
Stop moving! It's a damn shield. Come on.
This should do it. Take this.
There's more where that came from.
Right, stay still, mate.
Get him. Is the air
Good.
crackling? Healing.
It'll take more than that to scare me.
Yeah, you got this.
Healer, healer. I'm terrible at dodging this.
I'll burn you up.
Another revival potion coming up.
How many times do you expect me to die? At least the shield's gone though. Oh, that properly interrupted what I was doing.
Here we go.
There's more where that came from.
Fire.
Come on, you can do this.
I'm trying, I'm trying. Give me more healing potions, please.
All or nothing.
Okay, okay, okay.
Another revival potion coming up.
Alright, come on. Oh, I was trying to dodge that and then unleash it.
Too hot to handle, huh?
Like, how dare you, sir? Stay away.
There's more where that came from.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Stop interrupting my casts.
Fire! It's now or never. Now's my chance. Here, take my magic. Stick it to him.
Get this going, get this going, get this going, get this going.
Ready for pain?
Uh-oh.
Now it's on. This guy's nothing special. Just gotta keep it up.
Incredible. I think she might actually do this.
Another revival potion coming up.
Got his damn shield back. So I wasn't letting you interrupt that one, mate.
There's more where that came from!
Fire! Check this out!
Put the healing as well.
Healing wind!
Thank you.
Eat this! Too hot to handle!
Get the healing.
Revival potion coming up!
I'm at 5 now. Oh, I thought I got that dodge right. But no.
Here we go! Fire!
Got you much quicker than the other guy.
There's more where that came from!
Make your shield. Oh, well, I thought your shield had gone.
Take that!
But no.
Too hot to handle!
Damn it. But I got him then, but no.
Another revival potion coming up!
Let's swing around and get him. Go on. Go. Oh.
I'll show you!
Keep going.
Get him!
Oh, his damn shield.
I'll burn you up! Not quite.
No, I want it here. I want it here.
Healing wind!
Like his shield is the issue.
All or nothing! Too hot to handle!
Get him. Yeah.
If we're not careful, it could smash us to bits!
Us. Just stay. Oh, I was gonna say stay far enough away. Just in case. Just get ready with a dodge, just in case.
Time to cry! Fire!
My parents put their lives on the line for the sake of vaults, so I can't back down either. I'll use the magic Master Sokka taught me to make everyone smile.
Here we go!
Damn you. Oh, I was trying to unleash fire at that point.
Not quite! Healing wind! Too hot to...
Do you mind? I'm trying to use my healing wind here. Ow. Can you throw me a healing potion, guys? I'd much appreciate it.
It's over!
Oh, trying to dodge through it and mistiming it every time. Quick.
Fire! Now you're going down! You ain't seen nothing yet! Elemental dust!
Well, now I need that. Oh no, got 1 health.
Healing wind! Check this out!
Oh, there we go.
It's not over yet! I'll burn you up! This is our big break!
Couldn't get 2, that's fine though. I'm gonna go for him, screw it. Let's screw those little guys.
Too hot to handle. Not quite. Take that.
Almost got him, come on. Oh, I got those little guys anyway.
Huh?
Come on, get to two, get to two, get to two.
Now it's on!
Shield!
Huh? Got it!
The shield's the problem.
Light! Huh?
Get him now.
Burn you up!
Come on. I've got ages before I can get another skill other than healing. Just go for normal attacks. Just go for normal attacks. There we go. Ooh, that was difficult on my own.
I don't believe it. She took it down all by herself.
That was fun, though. Difficult, but fun.
Yeah! We saved the day!
We did.
First you saved Tempeal, and now us. Thank you, Skyfarer.
Ah, it's no problem.
The people of Folka were all safe, including Lev's parents. After thanking me, Lev turned to the villagers, shuffling his feet nervously.
I'm really sorry, everybody. Thanks for protecting my mom and dad.
Come now, there's no need for that. We're the ones who ought to be thanking your folks. They've done so much for us. Sorry for everything we've put your family through.
Lev and I shared a glance before he turned to his parents, finally telling them everything he'd been bottling up inside. His parents and the people of Folka listened intently, nodding every so often at his words.
You only ever had everyone's best intentions at heart, didn't you? We're so sorry for making you worry.
I'm glad everyone is seeing eye to eye here.
I chalked it all up to selfishness and immaturity, but should have heard you out. I hope you can forgive your old man.
Well, the fact you're listening, I imagine he will.
I was just glad everything had turned out all right in the end.
Indeed.
Ew! We're here to help!
When you were a bit late.
Sorry, we were clear on the other side of the woods. What happened to that giant monster?
Well, it took some time, but I got it.
What the heck? You're the one who said heroes always arrive just in the nick of time. But what kind of hero arrives after the fight's already over?
Indeed.
What does that matter right now? Here, let me take a look at you. You're not hurt or anything, are you?
You have no idea how much I wanted to tease Rackham for losing his cool. But I held it in. It's really nice knowing you have people who care.
Yeah. And we got another slot. So, was that it? I think that was it, wasn't it? Like, no more for EO. She's got 2 more left, though. So, we need to progress through the main story. So that's us done for this part. We caught up with the Fate episodes. So we'll see you in the next part when we carry on with the story. We'll probably head towards the end at this point, rather than stop partway through and do more Fate episodes or something like that, if that pops up. So, we'll see you in the next part. Back with the main story and the final chapter. Id. Ta-da for now.